Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I have the Royal Box 4, the 6 discs that came in the box. I'm going to do a little bit of a review and throw them for you guys. This is the first time I'm throwing them. And then I'm going to play 9 holes of disc golf here at Alcyon Woods Disc Golf Course, just to see how I like them and see how they hold up against some wooded courses. So, let's get into the video. The first one I'm going to throw is the core. The flight numbers are 6.5 minus 0.51. So it should go out and turn just slightly if I don't give it any hyzer and then fade back at the end. But there is a headwind, so it might make it more understable. So I threw that slightly nose up and the wind kind of stalled it off to the left, but it really felt good in my hand and it flew great. Next is the river. That flight looked amazing. It had that little bit of turn and not really much fade back at the end. The mall. You can definitely tell that that one is a little bit more understable than the river I just threw. That thing held the line and had a little bit of late turn at the end. Glory's next. Oh yeah, that one's definitely overstable. So I don't know if that was out of frame, but that one went straight and just pushed straight and left at the end. Last is going to be the Opto X Havoc. This one I'm going to put on a hyzer and have it flip up hopefully and get some massive distance. So that one felt like my Ballista Pro that I have in my bag, and I love the flight. So let's get into the round and see how they hold up here at Alcyon Disc Golf Course. So I'm here at hole 1 at Alcyon Woods, and it's a 173-foot par 3 through this tunnel. A little bit to the left, you can see the white band, or the yellow band, right through the trees. I'm gonna try throwing my Zero Hybrid Keystone, keeping it flat and having it fade a little bit off to the left after, maybe even go for an ace run. Get left. So that landed a little bit long and to the right, but I should have a putt from there. Starting off the round well with a birdie on hole 1, but we are now on hole 2. It's 408-foot par 4. It's very gettable if you have a really big turnover and fade shot, but because I'm using the six discs from the Royal Box, I'm going to throw my maul, having it flip up and turn and then fade back at the end, hopefully keeping it in the fairway. All right. I think it hit a tree, which kept me on the left side of the fairway, but I should hopefully have an upshot for birdie. So this Keystone was a little bit more understable than I thought, so side arming it like that gave me a little bit of a cut roll, but I should have a putt for birdie. Drop. Oh. So we are on hole 3. It's a 186-foot par 3. Down these 2 fairways, you can take the left one I usually throw a sidearm zone through that, or I go with the backhand gap with maybe an ion or something. But I have the keystone, and I'm going to try the backhand gap, maybe the core also, but let's see how this one goes. So that one flew really nice, missed that one tree, and then went behind the other one, so I should have a putt for birdie. I'm gonna try the core. Skip it. Oh my word! That almost went in. So I'm starting to understand the keystone a little better. My pilots, when I throw, I don't have to put much hyzer on them and they won't turn over. Compared to this one, it definitely will. I threw it here and it missed the one tree luckily, but then faded back at the end. So hopefully by throwing this more and more, I will get used to it and maybe throw it better. So we are on hole 4. It's a par 4 that's 338 feet. I'm going to throw my Royal Glory. I'm going to put it on a little bit of anhyzer, having it flatten out and then fade back to the right. You want to hit this gap right through the trees, and if you hit it, you're most likely going to have an easy upshot for your birdie. There it is. So that should give me maybe a 50-foot look for eagle. That was a good bid, but birdie is fine on this hole. All right, so we are on hole 5. It's a par 4 that's 341 feet. This one's one of the trickier shots off the tee. There's this straight gap, but there's a cluster of trees in the middle. You want to go to the left of that before. You want to throw something a little higher so it skips down because it filters down after. I'm going to try my Royal Glory, having it a little high, push up, and then fade off to the left. There it is. Yep. So I don't think you could see, but I hit the gap and it skipped all the way down to the left, so it should give me an easy upshot for the birdie putt. So I am a little bit off to the left after my drive, but this should be absolutely fine. Drop. Ooh. I should have hit a birdie from there. All right, so we are now on hole 6. It's a 187-foot par 3. Down this wooded gap and off to the right a little bit. Usually I would throw my zone, have it slightly flip up and push and just sit real nice, or I throw a backhand that just drops right near the basket. So I'm gonna try the second one with my keystone, giving it a little bit of that anhyzer, having it push and just push right near the basket. Another thing, it is elevated, so I have to make sure that the drop off behind the basket, that I don't roll down. Come on, get some ground play. I threw that a little softer, but I should have skipped up closer to the basket. I just have to make sure I don't miss my putt. So we are on hole 7. It's a par 3 that's 266 feet. Down this fairway, you want to aim for that big tree, then have it fade all the way down to the left. It is a tricky shot. I will be throwing my Royal Glory on a little bit of hyzer, pushing that straight, and then having it more or less stall all the way to the left. Should be really close. Okay, so we are on hole 8. It's a 366 foot par 4. It's not super difficult, but it is uphill, so it does add a little bit of distance. The object is to just hit the gap and push as far up the hill as you can. I'm going for my river, hopefully have it flip up and push as far as it can before it fades. You do not want to be off to the left. So I think I pushed far enough up the hill and faded to the left that I won't be in so much trouble, and I should have an upshot for birdie. Yeah. Oh. Just a little short. Alright, so we are on the last hole of the video. It is a 172 foot par 3, and it's very aceable. I've actually aced this twice during a league. I'm going to throw the keystone, having it just stay off to the right and having it fade at the end, hopefully not having it turn over like it's been. Oh, it's turned. That should be fine. So it did turn over like I didn't want it to do, but it faded back, so it should give me a putt for birdie. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed throwing these discs. I unfortunately did not get to throw the Havoc. It was just too fast for the woods, but I did throw most of the other ones. If you want to check out the Royal Box, I will put a link in the description down below for you to check one out and maybe to buy one. But I had a ton of fun making this, and if you enjoyed it, please give us a subscribe and leave a like. It really helps us out. Comment down below what other video ideas you would like us to do in the future, and we'll see you around. Thanks for watching.